This is the Toxodon. It was a species of ungulate or hoofed mammal that was native to South America. It lived during the Miocene and Holocene from about 5,000 to 11 million years ago. The first fossils of the Toxodon were discovered by Charles Darwin during his voyage on the Beagle, and he didn't really know what to make of it. He was just kind of like, hey, what the fuck? You know, as you do when you discover the very first specimen of a very large animal, thus undiscovered by science before. Now, these guys were likely both physically and ecologically relatively similar to rhinoceroses, fulfilling the same niche of large land herbivores. However, they do have some physical characteristics similar to the hippopotamus, so people for a while did think that they were semi-aquatic like the hippopotamus is, but it is pretty much confirmed that they were almost, if not entirely, terrestrial like the modern rhinoceros. They were likely quite plastic and adaptable, meaning they could live in a variety of different biomes and areas, eating pretty much whatever plant life was available at that time in that area. Like the modern day rhinoceros, they likely lived in somewhat large herds and were probably preyed upon by the predators of the time, like the saber-toothed tiger. Now, the Toxodon does have some quite interesting physical characteristics. They are ungulates or hooved animals, even though, as you can see, they do not have the typical hooves as seen in things like cow and deer. However, rhinos and hippos and Toxodons are still considered to be ungulates, even though they don't actually have hooves. Additionally, based on fossil evidence, it shows that they likely had ever-growing cheek teeth. Cheek teeth are your back teeth, like the molars and the premolars, and in other ungulates, they are not ever growing, they just stay where they're at. However, in the case of the Toxodons, they have ones that just continually grow throughout the life cycle, like seen in rodents such as mice and hamsters and beavers. The Toxodon, like many other species of megafauna found in North and South America, did go extinct around the same time as a bunch of the other megafauna, around 5,000 or so years ago, likely due to a combination of climate change and overhunting by humans.